Hello, Libras. How are you guys doing? I'm going to move this down just a little bit. Hopefully you get a little bit more of the cards. I like to do it, but I like you guys to see the cards when I can. How are you doing? My name is Patti. For those of you that are brand new, welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy and get some things out of it, resonate, or share with somebody that you might think it would resonate with. For those returning, thank you for coming back, and if you've subscribed, I really do appreciate you supporting my channel. I really do. So if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share if you like what you see. And hopefully you're always welcome to ask questions, and you can email me questions as well. That's why I leave the live chat. I usually will answer the questions at the end. However, if it's pertaining to what we're talking about, I may interject. All right, so let's get started. Libras, this is a busy week for you guys. This is really a busy week because what's happening is not only do we have the new moon coming in, it's Chinese New Year. We've got a lot of planets squaring. There is also Valentine's Day, which is love. But love this is the love month. And so, oh my gosh, here we go again with her. This is a love month. A lot of people don't understand about human behavior. And so this is a time where actually humans are in their mating season. So you might get, approached a little bit more, or you're going to approach somebody just because probably about the mid of February to the second week of April, that's our time. Just like all the animals in the system, they all have a mating season. Well, and it could be almost any time for them because the way the things are. We have 4 cards today. So that is going to be an interesting reading. I'm going to take those. Thank you. I'm going to take the 2 cards they said for the center. So here we go. So what I'm going to do, you guys, if you have never watched my channel before, the first oracle I'm going to pick, these are themes for this week, and also what is in the past, what's in the future for you, coming up through the rest of the month of February, along with the new moon coming in. So just so you know, we're in the moon right now, full moon of Leo, which is about the heart, again, love. And the new moon coming in Aquarius on the 11th during this week is actually in Aquarius, which is moving more towards love and more becoming sort of pushing it because of some of the other planets and what they're doing. I'm not going to go into that. If you want to watch the new moon video, that'll be on the 11th. So you'll have to probably subscribe and hit the bell to know when that is going to be on. I'm going to be posting that thumbnail today. I just posted 2 videos. I'm waiting for one to upload that the divine has asked me to do. So those I will be sharing with you later. So first card is your past energies. So what the divine is wanting this week is the divine is saying these past energies on your choices and decisions and how you've been making your choices and your decisions. So a lot of it has to be with either the high vibration or low vibration. So for some of you, it's going to resonate with a high vibration, and some of you it's going to low vibration. So it all depends on how you've been carrying your past with you. So we have the Lady of the Lake. So we have absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. So some of you have actually been making those choices out of self-respect, self-love, self-growth, and probably are on a little bit more spiritual, higher plane, where some may resonate that you haven't been telling the truth, and you're like, well, I always try to tell the truth. What I'm talking about is your own truth. Are you being the person that you really, truly are built to be? And are you living your life in that way? If you're not, you're living in a lie. So that's what the divine is talking about. That's what the divine has been sharing with me in meditation, is people need to be honest in who they are. I can't do my work if they're lying of who I made them to be. So that is really huge. For some of you, that's a past energy. Okay, so you have to think about yourself. Do you try to make your choices in the person that you are? Are you being the person that you were created to be? Or are you being somebody that your parents told you to be, your ancestors told you to be? Because inside of you, something might be burning to come out. That is the true you. So that person needs to come out. Maybe today's the day it can start, right? So the current energies for this week from the the 8th through the 14th, and these are energies with full moon energies and everything like that. These 2 are together. The divine wants these together, and I totally understand. So what we are into right now, we're really hugely into a spiritual growth year because people are fearing spiritual or spirituality. People fear the divine. People fear the creator. People fear that there might be something really to the supernatural or the unseen. So this is about your discernment. It's about prophecy, vision, what it is to you spiritually. It is also about knowledge and healing. Now, this is really huge with these two because where is your knowledge and healing coming from? That is really huge. This is our current energy now, and we'll probably delve into that because you're going to say, Pat, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that your knowledge and healing is either going to come from a spiritual place, or you're going to just tell yourself, yeah, I'm healed. And that's an earthly thought because in all reality, you might not be. You can tell yourself all kinds of things, however, you might not be. But your future energy for the rest of February and the planets, this is totally, totally, totally on point with everything that's going on, is the frog. And the frog's all about cleaning house. The cleaning house, the releasing of the emotional baggage, that past energy in how you were doing things. I'm right there with you guys. I'm not no angel, trust me. Back in my life, my previous life, and I mean on this earth at this time, I was not a good person. I was making the worst choices, worst decisions, worst everything, and my life was beginning to spiral down because I was thinking with my head and earth. So for somebody, if your life is spiraling down and you're trying to reach out to tarot or trying to find something out there supernatural that's within you and the spirit, that's what he's got me doing this video for. That's going to be loaded up here right between this reading and the next reading I'm going to do. You need to subscribe and you'll see it loaded up. It is about your choices and decisions and your spiritual awakening, because we need to get from an earth-based thinking to a spiritual based thinking. And I will tell you firsthand, it's going to be in my book. It has changed my life 180 degrees. No fighting, no arguing. I don't have any of that. I don't have drama in my life. I don't have toxicity in my life. It is a 180, and I want that for you guys. So that's why the divine had me do the video, wanted me to upload it yesterday. I was swamped, and I feel bad because some of the signs, it was all over the place and I couldn't get it up fast enough. So I hope you guys, star, balance, spiritual balance, earthly balance. We have to live here. So divine works in two planes or two dimensions, whatever you want to call it. He works in the visual and he works in the unseen. Most of it is done on the unseen. It's sort of for like us. And that's where we have to change our mindset. For us, it is like if you're watching me for a while now, you notice I go to the garden. And if we are this plant in the garden, where does it start? It starts underground. Where do we plant the seed? Underground. Where do we plant the foundation? Underground. And what happens is, if we water it correctly, feed it correctly, do everything correctly, it's going to come up. But all the work is happening underground where we can't see it. That's what the divine is doing. And he's actually trying to get you balanced. But some people, some of you guys resonate with Earth so hard that you're so stubborn you don't want the rewards. You don't want the beautiful marriage. You want it. You say you want it, but you don't act on it. So this is for somebody in that. For others, they're working on that self-respect. They're working on that, and they're noticing probably a change. And what happens is we change our electromagnetic field. I can't even say it. And as an empath, that expands out. And when we do that, when we start to do self-respect, self-love, self-everything, self and working in spirit, we begin to grow that, and we can actually get abundance in all kinds of things. But if we don't do that, and if we don't have the courage, and we're a little bit weaker, and we're holding all that in, then our fields are, you want to call them an aura, is a little bit smaller. Maybe it only goes to here. So as an empath, mine's way out there. I'm way out there. But the thing is that we want those good things. We want the balance. And so where are your choices and your decisions from your past? Now, that's where that is. But currently, currently those things are actually time for you to open the door. It's time for you to open the door. Some of you may have a spiritual gift that you're wondering about, or you're here to watch this video, so you're interested in the supernatural. You're interested in empaths or people with abilities and gifts and how you might get them or how you can get your answers. That's all an open door. You just have to allow the door to open. All right. And that's where this week is, which is really, really good because this being the love month, that door is sort of like, okay, I see somebody with a wall up and it's a brick wall. So you can't get through a brick wall very well. And there's no door in the center. It's like a brick wall. So for that person, you have to get some trust in there and get yourself confidence and get rid of that past pain, that Capricorn pain, and be able to put a little door in the center of that. When you put a little door in the center of that, then you can at least begin to allow people. And when you keep that wall straight up, you're limiting yourself and growth cannot happen. Yeah. Oh, wow. I can't make this up. Okay. So, for some of you, this is a time that maybe there is some spiritual awakening happening, that maybe you're just like, things are like aha moments. Oh, wow, that's cool. How did that happen? Wow, what a coincidence. Wow, that is really interesting. Because again, the divine works in the unseen. The divine works in the unseen. And he's trying to pull somebody together. We got Lover's card. He's trying to put two people together. So we have got a beautiful thing that somebody, oh, okay, so there's another energy out there. Remember that energy? He's trying to bring somebody together, and it will come together for somebody because they're in a different mindset. They're in a different spiritual plane. However, this person here that I'm talking about needs to clean their house, needs to finish their business, needs to close some doors, needs to get that self. And you know what? When you do that, when you release that emotional baggage, because in the new moon, this is a time for abundance. So before the new moon comes in on the 11th, try to release at least one piece of luggage. And whatever that is it a toxic person, a toxic thing, a toxic habit, a toxic way of thinking, and that's self-sabotaging. So pick one. Everybody has a lot, but just pick one to release that baggage, because then you begin that process of opening that door. Remember, keep that wall, have a door in, open it up. Let's get rid of this one today and let a new thing come in, something new and positive come in. So for this here, there is balance, there is love. However, somebody's stressed out because it's like, why can't I find love? Why can't I get a person like so-and-so? Or why there's nobody out here? Why isn't there any good guys left? It's because it's your mindset. It is your mindset. It is the way you're thinking that is pushing everything away, because you're lowering the vibrations, you're lowering the energy field around you, and it causes people not to want to come around. So it has to change. This is a mindset in the deep, in the dark, that needs to change. Okay? I don't know who that's for. For somebody else, it's drawing in. However, something's troubling you. There might even be a relationship where there's two people for somebody, and you're trying to decide which one to choose. Yeah, that's going to take some communication. That's a mindset thingy, and that's an earth thing, and that's communication for right now. So we need to find out where that's coming from. And you know what? For somebody, if you are dealing with two women or two men or whatever, two partners that you're trying to decide against, it's very easy, because all you do is take your earth head out of the equation and you put your spirit into it, your heart, and into it, because Leo is into heart. This is the time of leadership, heart, creativity. Where is it to go? And where do you want it to go? Where is the divine saying, I want you to pick this one? I'm showing you all the good qualities of this one. Yeah, this one might be really handsome and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, I've got you here with this person for a reason, and pick this person. If you pick by spirit, then your relationship's going to be a million miles way ahead of everybody else's, because a lot of people pick it by earth and then they pick the wrong one, and then they end up with a mess and a miserable life and with somebody who they shouldn't have been with. And it happens. It happens. All right. But this is the love month, so you guys got to really start thinking about seriously who you're going to want to be with. Definitely who you're going to want to be with. I can't make this up. Asking you to go to your heart, your intuition, Queen of Cups. And it is work. It is work. This is not something that is, this is time to get, like I said, get one of your, whoever it is, get one of your devices, your negative devices, your lower vibrational habits or people or whatever, open that door and kick them out so you can bring in a new one. It is work. This is work. But the divine has your back because he wants you together with somebody. Now, you might already be with somebody. Is it the right person? I don't know. Maybe that's why he had me post those 2 videos today, upload 2 videos today. And again, I think the one on Is It Really Love is posted, but the one on If Your Life's Not Going Right, Your Choices and Decisions Spiritually, that is uploading. That'll be up here shortly. I would say within the next hour. But I think this is why, because a lot of people don't want to follow their intuition. You know, if they follow their intuition where spirit is saying, I want this person for you, but you're like, no, but I want this person. That's where everything goes haywire. All right. Because that's earth. And again, thank you. He's saying, and then you're not following what I'm telling you to do this week. You're supposed to go to your vision. Where is your vision in the future with that person? Where is your vision? And where's their vision with you? Is it the same? Are you even on the same page? That's your, ladies, you have more intuition and discernment than men do. So you should know. And a lot of you know in your heart. And a lot of you that, you know, can feel what is going on. That's the divine talking to you, saying, hey, yes. And if they say, and if you're getting red flag after red flag, the divine saying, hey, I can't make it any louder. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But again, you got to get rid of that baggage. You're fighting with yourself, and that's unstable. That is unstable. So when you're fighting with yourself, meaning your head's fighting your spirit and your spirit's fighting your head, I bet you're in a lot of confusion, probably unclear about things, just, you know, like uncertain, maybe your confidence and you're in doubt a lot. That's your head fighting with your spirit. Once you get to spirit level thinking, then you will pick anything and everything right, and life will be so much easier. You're going to have switchbacks, but the thing is, those switchbacks, you're like, oh, okay, I can weather that storm. I can figure it out. Not a problem. Rather than saying, oh my God, how am I going to make my rent? How am I going to make my rent? No, it's a very, very different level. Very different level. So, and that's supposed to come. And that's supposed to come for a couple. That's supposed to be, this is supposed to come together. Again, these two are coming together, whether you like it or not. Now, somebody's going to miss that opportunity, like the boat is just going to sail on by because you've got your wall up. You won't open the door. You won't allow yourself to love out of fear. We can conquer that with coaching. We can conquer that, and it doesn't mean me, but you can get that conquered with coaching. You can get that conquered. You don't have to live your life in fear. I used to be that way. I used to. Oh my gosh. Certain things I would, but other things, everybody's like, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? But there's one thing I never shared with somebody that I feared more than anything in my life. But that is because of I was carrying Capricorn past energy. I was carrying my suitcases with me. I was carrying a whole, hey buddy, can you get 3 carriers because I got that much luggage to pull with me? Yeah. It was bad. But you know what? When you ask the divine for help or you ask somebody for help, boom, he'll show you what you need to do one step at a time and where he wants you to let go. All right, so let's see what else he's got for this week. This is a really spiritual week for somebody. Very spiritual week. Ooh, marriage is coming up for somebody. Marriage is coming up for somebody. Somebody's actually probably working on their marriage, working on an engagement. They're shuffling around everything, probably because of COVID. I feel like there is love there. They've had to shuffle a couple of times. The celebration, also too, there's some in-laws maybe trying to get a little bit too mixed up in it, and so there might be a little bit of fighting going on. It's sort of like the wife wants, the new bride wants something, and the in-laws are like, I don't want to do that. Well, you know what, if it's their money, you're sort of stuck. However, I'd say, you know what, you don't have to pay for it. I'll have a smaller wedding. I'm going to have, this is my journey, not your journey. So sorry, whoever's parents those are, but you know what, this is your journey. You're going to have to tell your kids all about it. You don't want to say, you know what, we caved in because grandma and grandpa had the money. Let's go to the courthouse. We're going to tell you why, and then we're going to go get married later and have a beautiful celebration. So there's that. But the reason why I'm saying that there is a kerfuffle there is because of these here. And it's like driving somebody nuts. Now this might be something, this also might be for somebody. Ha, thank you. This might also be for somebody here that is really fighting with themselves to ask somebody to marry them. They're like, oh, I really want to. And they're sweating. They're sweating. They're like, oh my gosh, my heart's racing. But you know what? All they have to do is look in the spirit. Is this the right person? Can I see this is the question. If you're in love, or if somebody is loving you and you're at what do you call it? A standstill, you don't know what to do, or if you're in loving with two people and you're like, now you got to make a choice. Here's the thing to ask yourself. I did this with a lady friend about her son because she was having a problem with her son and complaining and complaining. Complaining is the worst thing you can do that will hold back your rewards. However, you ask yourself, can I see myself with that person not in my life? Can I see that self or myself if that person went away and never came back? Because that can happen. And I told that to her about her son. If he died today, can you live with yourself with the thoughts that you're having with him gone? And a lot of regret is held. But when it comes to love, you have to ask yourself that question. Is this person somebody that I can see myself for the rest of my life with and really work at it? Because love is work. Definitely a lot of work. A lot of people say, well, what if it's my soulmate? What if it's my twin flame? You know what happens? It's still work. Anyway, so, but this is something whoever's going on for somebody. All right. Oh my goodness. Let's do a new moon energy here while we have it, and we'll finish up here because I didn't realize how late it was. And you guys want to get going. So don't forget, if you can, like, share, subscribe, but also subscribe to hit the bell because of those 2 videos that are going to be uploaded. The divine, something's going to come across your week and you'll want these videos. I don't know what it is, the divine. I don't ask the divine. I just do what he says. And so this is going to come up for somebody. Yeah, definitely. Right. So the new moon is in Aquarius, and it's a forward movement. It is something that actually you want to keep focusing on. The thing with this new moon is it's going to bring in more clarity. It's going to be honing in more. It's going to be focusing in like almost like a laser. So it is going to be forward movement with the love because there's other planets in there making that happen. However, that energy is going to be more focused. So if you're asking yourself questions about love, relationships, that kind of a thing, it's going to be more focused. But remember, you can only feel complete within yourself. That's why it says love yourself first and everything comes naturally. Because once you begin to love yourself, your electromagnet spreads out. And that begins to attract. So whatever you put out, you attract. So that's a big thing when you put this past thinking of less self-respect, self-value, all that kind of stuff, then it begins to small. And how can somebody come when you're just sort of like this or like this or like, man, that sucks. Nobody wants to come to that. All right. So new moon energy coming to life, home, and listening. This is all about releasing. Again, this is the new energy. It is about coming to life. It is about releasing that baggage, because once you release that baggage, then you have newness to allow to come in. All right. So that's your future energy for February, the rest of February. However, you got to make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself physically. Make sure that you're eating properly, that you're getting rest, that you're not overindulging, because that'll help you keep more of a clear mind as well. All right. So I hope this was resonating to some of you. I hope that you take this to heart. Please always, always comment. I would love to know if you have visions or if you have dreams or things sort of like helped in a way. It really helps me to know that I'm reaching my viewers the way they want me to reach them. And don't ever hesitate to say hello in the chat. Love that as well. So we will see you on the 11th at the new moon reading. I believe it's going to be at 11. Okay, so the new moon reading, and then also on the 15th for your next reading. All right, take care, everybody. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit love, share, and love, share, and subscribe. Take care.